Hello everyone, welcome back. My name is Madhav Reddy. I am a startup mentor and entrepreneur. Most of you must have heard about the concept of crowdfunding, but there are many entrepreneurs who are still confused on how to make use of this concept, and most importantly, how does it even benefit the startups. So in today's video, we shall discuss everything about crowdfunding, their types, and especially their benefits to startups. So before we proceed, please do subscribe to my channel for more informative content like this and do hit the bell icon. So let's get started. Namaste everyone. So crowdfunding is one of the fastest emerging fundraising options for startups across India. Now, the concept has helped many startups to raise seed fund or to raise funds to create the prototypes or to raise funds for charity or noble cause. So what exactly is this crowdfunding and how does it work? Now, crowdfunding is basically a method of raising capital through friends, families, customers or individual investors. Now, small contributions of money from these group of people are collected together to raise fund so that a particular project or an event can be executed. Now, a large pool of customers are attracted towards these campaigns either through social media or through the existing crowdfunding platforms. Now, if we talk about the various types of crowdfunding events we have, or the categories we have, there are primarily four categories. So the first one is donation-based crowdfunding. So in this format, a campaign is raised in order to raise fund for a charity or a noble cause, which is completely not for profit. So for example, someone is raising campaign in order to gather funds to feed animals, or somebody is raising campaign to fund somebody's operation or emergency services, or trying to educate a child, helping with him is buying books of school fees, etc. and similar activities. So these types of campaigns come under donation based crowdfunding. Now the next category is reward based crowdfunding. Now this is one format of crowdfunding where investors or individuals, they pool in money expecting some sort of non-monetary return or a benefit. So for example, I am a startup and I'm trying to raise funds from investors. So in return, I can offer them a coffee mug with a thank you note. Or if I have certain startup services, I can offer my services free of cost for 1 or 2 months. Or let's say my startup is into a clothing brand, and for particular investors who give me X amount of money, I can send a thank you note along with a designer t-shirt. So some sort of reward is attached in this format of crowdfunding campaign. The third format is peer-to-peer lending. Peer-to-peer lending is very similar to the loan process. Here there are online platforms which will help lenders and borrowers to connect each other. Here on a particular interest rate that is fixed by the crowdfunding platform, the borrower gets money from the lender. A formal agreement is signed between both these parties, and after that the money is transferred to the borrower's account. And the borrower will return back this money in the agreed stipulated time in the format of EMIs. So that is peer-to-peer lending process. In India, the peer-to-peer crowdfunding campaign, this entire process is regulated by the Reserve Bank of India. So they need to follow the rules laid by RBI. Now the last format is equity crowdfunding. So equity crowdfunding is very similar to the regular startup funding, wherein investors pull in money expecting equity share or equity stake in the company. So this is one format of crowdfunding where investments happen with the clear expectations of good returns on the investments. Unfortunately, in India, equity crowdfunding is illegal and hence this is not promoted. So these are the four most common crowdfunding activities that are happening across the globe. So the next question is, how does this thing work? There are very simple 5 steps for this. So the first step is you need to choose a crowdfunding platform where you wish to raise this campaign for a project or the event. Second, in that particular campaign that you're raising, please mention about your project in complete detail. Third, it is always recommended to upload an explainer video to support your campaign details. Let's say you are a startup, then you can create a video detailing about your services or how does your product work, etc. If it is for a charity event or noble cause, you can compile some of your previous work that you have done and create a video out of it. The next step is, let's say you're raising a campaign which is reward based crowdfunding. In that case, you need to mention the rewards that you wish to offer to investors. because as we discussed earlier, reward based campaign should have a non-monetary benefit like a thank you note, coffee mugs, t-shirt, something like that. So once all these things are done, the last step is promoting your entire crowdfunding campaign on a social media platforms, across all social media platforms and across all your personal and professional network, so that you'll have more footfall of investors and individuals to the crowdfunding campaign. Now the next question is, once people understand about crowdfunding and how does this work, so the next question that comes is which crowdfunding platform to choose. So here I have listed few successful crowdfunding platforms from India and the niche market they serve. So to start with, we have Catapult and Desired Wings. So this platform helps artists, entrepreneurs, technology enthusiasts, filmmakers, designers and many more sectors to raise funds. The next is Fuel a Dream. Now, this is a platform for creative ideas, causes, charity events and community-led events. Then we have Keto. Now, Keto helps in fundraising for social and charity activities for movies, music, personal and creative causes. Next we have Milap. Milap is a platform for social activities, charity and medical emergencies like operations. Then next we have CrowdEra. Now this platform helps in raising funds for individuals, non-profits and independent filmmakers. Then Rangde. Now Rangde is a peer-to-peer lending platform. Next we have Faircent. Now Faircent, just like Rangde, it is also a peer-to-peer lending platform, and Faircent is also India's first RBI registered platform in peer-to-peer lending campaigns. And in the last we have Impact Guru. Now, Impact Guru is a donation-based crowdfunding platform which are mostly used by NGOs, social enterprises, startups and individuals. So these are some of the most successful crowdfunding platforms from across India. So now let's discuss about the benefits of crowdfunding platform for startups. So the first benefit about crowdfunding for startups is market research. So this crowdfunding platform is the best environment to test your brand and understand the demand for your goods. If there are no people backing your project, that means that your project is currently not required in the market. So that's about market research. Second, procure clients. The platform can help you acquire a pool of first set of clients who could also be your loyal customers in the future. Next is customer feedback and reaction. Now, the campaign gives you an opportunity to gather first-hand feedback, responses and reactions from the customers. So the customers will give you information about what they liked or disliked about your project or product, what could be better and what can be done to improve it. Now such feedback is like a goldmine for budding entrepreneurs and it will help them improve their products and services. Moving on, next is media exposure. Now, crowdfunding is an easy way to enter various media platforms. Many crowdfunding platforms include methods for social networking, blogging, and other related media sources to gather most visitors to the campaign page. Moving on, ease of funding. Ideas that normally do not appeal to conventional investors or venture capitalists can often get financed more easily through crowdfunding platforms. And last, no upfront fees. Most crowdfunding platforms do not charge any upfront fees. Now, creating a campaign and promoting is absolutely free. So individual must make sure he chooses the right platform so that he can get more success to his campaign. So these are some of the most common benefits of crowdfunding for startups in India and across the globe. So I hope this video has given you enough information about crowdfunding, its types and some of the most common crowdfunding platforms, and at the end the benefits to startups. So if you like my video, please drop your feedback in the comment section and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and do hit the bell icon for notifications. Thanks a lot for watching my video. See you all in my next video. Until then, namaste.